Welcome, my fellow Pathfinders, to the Dark City. For those of you who've never been to the Dark City before, you'll notice just how dark and creepy the city is at night. This is due to the fact that the Dark City is based on an area of primal magic, where spells and wizard effects and magical arcana normally fails to take place. When a spell does go off, sometimes you'll notice the Dark City does not have very many magical lights, magical lanterns, and things of this nature throughout the city, thus giving it the name the Dark City, because at night the city gets very, very dark and very, very quiet. As you make your way to the port, you'll be able to see the ships of various nations and factions flying in the harbor. You have ships from all over Galarian coming to trade, whether that be merchant ships, military vessels, and of course, you do have pirates since this is a safe haven. Completely neutral. Due to the fact that the Dark City is ruled by a guild of merchants, everything from the Alchemist Guild, the Tradesmen's Guild, the Baker's Guild, even the Ratcatcher's Guild, even though some people refer to them as the Thieves Guild. pirates visit the island so much, you even run into some shady characters who are sometimes willing to trade strange artifacts with you. Of course, residents of the city know better.